Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Road to Diamond on Colonist.io 1v1. So we get the second pick on today's board. It looks like our opponent picked a 5, 9, 10, the best ore, the best wheat. So it does become a question of how do we maximize this position? And I think one of the things that's reaching out to me already is taking this 5, 8, 10 spot second so we get a road. And the question is, what do we pair that with? And I think what I'm kind of liking here is going for this 4, 9, 11 up, and then the 5, 8, 10 up as well. However, is my opponent going to take the 6, 9, 10, or are they going to take a 2, 6, 4? So I think we just have to make a decision and go for it there. We have less flexibility if we go here. But do we want to go that way? I think we build up. And then let's go 5, 8, 10. If we go down and they go 6, 10, 9, they can go up and plow us. So we're going to be mindful of the plow and go the opposite way. And it looks like we made the right call there. So we get a wheat. I don't see any reason. There's no way to steal our cards. So I just want to get a few rolls in. We're getting some early ore. And me and my opponent are both looking for a 10 pretty quick. Now with 8 cards, we don't have any double numbers, so we're just going to pass. And our opponent gets a 6, they get a brick. So now there is a risk that we go over. I think going up to this... Well, how much do we want to show them our hand? Or show them what we want to play for? We could dev once, and I think I actually like the dev. So that's not terrible. A yop is not bad. And we do have city settle in hand. Now, is it worth it for us right now? Ooh, we could plow. And I think we're going to do that. So we're going to yop for wood brick. And we're going to go down, down, and plow. Then we get a better brick. We double our sheep. We double our wheat. And although it doesn't really help our numbers, it does help us to stop our opponent in their tracks a little bit. Because I think our expansion is going to be a lot faster here. So we just keep going. We can't do anything with these set of cards. And now we do have to start thinking, do we want to put a road just to make sure it gets out of our hand? And I think the answer is probably yes. And this 3, 8 is pretty appealing to me, so we can get over to this 3 to 1. Our opponent is now blockable, which is important to note. We might play down as well, so I don't want to change the game plan too much. This is the only sheep, so let's stop their sheep for now. A 9 would be super cool. That's not a 9. And the robber. Ah, the 5. And we get a city. Wood is so scarce that I'm going to city the 5, 8, 10 first, just to try and get more roads. So that pays off. And I almost think that we go road here to get on this 3 for 1. Is there something better? Maybe. But the 3 for 1 makes our hand more flexible in future turns. Our opponent sevens out for a second time, which is why it shows it is important to have resource management. They had a ton of sheep, and they were forced to open our sheep back up. So they block our 8. We still have a 6. And I think here, maybe we block their 9, because it's a self-block, but we have the 8 open. And our opponent's thinking. I think they're probably looking at doing a dev, because I think they have the wheat. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're looking at porting. So I don't know. I always like to try and take these moments, think of a plan for us. And I think our plan is to connect up here and then use this to start building down into this area. So we do get a sheep. And I didn't realize we get 3 sheep now. We get an ore. An 11 would be great here. A 4 would be great. A 10's excellent. I think we would prefer to have probably a 4. And if we can actually get a wood, which we don't get yet, a wood, do we come up to this 5-2? I mean, our roll is really going to determine what we do next. 2. I think we have to empty the hand. So I'm going to go road, road. I don't think our opponent has wood. I don't think the 10's the block there. I just don't have faith in it. But let's port down, and let's city the 9-4-11. Really more just to clear our hand, get something going. A wheat or a wood roll give us a settle. Man, we just can't get it. We're less likely to get a wood. Nice. So I don't think we're in risk of our opponent getting to this 5-2. So let's actually take the port first. And we can take both. So we're going to do that. The 9 rolls. 9's a good roll for them. We might consider placing this down here later. And it looks like our opponent is really going for a pure production setup here. Okay. We get lots of ore. Wood is our rarest resource. But I want to have a dev to see if we can't protect. So we do get a knight. That's great. A 9 would be super great here. And our opponent's playing the dev game. We can port down 3 for 1 and dev twice and try and meet them in that race. And we get all knights. So a little bit less than ideal. And our opponent might temporarily take road and army. But let's self-block the 6 so they don't take road from us. We'll roll. And let's grab another dev just to get ahead. So there's no way that they have more robbers than us at this phase. Now it's probably going to take road. I think you come down to this 411. Yeah. And honestly, for pacing's sake, we're going to move the robber, block the 4. We'll dev once. And the deck is getting hot. There have been a ton of robbers. There comes a 7, which is fine. We'll probably put it back on the 6. And the important part there, I think, and let me know what you guys think in the chat, is that we took army pacing. I don't think they have a mono. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we do? We'll do that. Put some pressure back on him. We have an open settle. A 6 or 8 here is huge. A 9 roll gives us a city. Maybe we go to the 4. We definitely make more wheat than sheep. So we'll go there. And they make wood 2 ways, but they only make brick 1. But I don't know if I necessarily want to move the robber if I don't have to. A 10 will allow us to connect. But they've wasted roads here. I think we're going to block their 6 for now. We get a wood, which is nice. In here, are we in risk if we don't? I think we port down, grab one of these. A mono is good. A 7. Take a sheep. We're going to move that again. Take our sheep back. They have 1 wood. It doesn't do us enough yet. Yeah, I kind of figured that was coming. If we take 3 sheep, we can lock road. So let's do that. We'll empty their hand. We'll go here for 3 wood. And I don't know if this is technically the best play. And because they've burnt 2 roads, we're actually going to place our last road 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so we're going to create an open settle spot for ourselves. Now, army is all but locked. We're going to take the time here, grab another settle, puts us at a hard 13. A 4 roll, an 11 roll, all these things do great things for us. Lots of ways to win. Our opponent's probably going to have to start deving and really try and pull all those cards. And after that, what do we do here? Do we have anything? We do have one last settle spot. So let's... Oh, that's a misplay. My bad. I should have counted. The 12 stalls everyone. Let's dev. Road builder. Worthless. We have no roads. The worst dev pull. Ah, huge block. Huge block. Are we in trouble? This puts them at 12, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they need to... Oh, man. We might be in some trouble. This is their brick, which is how they settle. I think we port for an ore. Is there another mono out? 7's huge. Please take anything that's not the ore. Please. That's unfortunate. I don't know. I think we dev. We get a victory point. And our game is a little stalled. I mean, the deck is pretty stacked right now, which is scary. And they're getting a lot. I think we go for the dev. Dev for the win. How nice. So, GG's to our opponent. We'll throw that in there. We're up to 1568. We're crawling our way back up to platinum. Very, very close game. Our opponent was holding one of the victory points. And I can't imagine there were many devs left. The 8s overrolled a little bit, which helped us with this brick. The 9s overrolled a little bit, which was our ore. The other 9, I don't even remember where it was. Down here with their sheep. So I don't feel as bad about that overall. The 3s for sure overrolled. That's our second ore. That's one of their wheats. Very, very low heavy dice. So resource card stats, dev card stats. A bunch of robbers were left. The mono was still in there. A yomp was still in there. Both those would have been good pulls for us. Activity stats. We had more of our resources blocked, primarily because of that 4. And finally, in resource stats, we actually got outproduced. But we were able to rob them a little bit more and be more efficient with our placement. So thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate all your support and tips on how I can improve my gameplay. We're trying to really make that strive for Diamond. And I will go ahead and I will see you guys on the next episode.